Traumatic amputations after car crashes. Recovering lifetime costs in PA. When a car crash results in a traumatic amputation, the consequences extend far beyond the initial injury. Losing a limb affects every part of a person's life, from physical function to emotional well-being to long-term financial security. In Pennsylvania, understanding how to recover full compensation for these life-altering injuries is critical. Legal recovery for traumatic amputations in Pennsylvania involves navigating complex personal injury laws. Victims must first prove that another party was negligent, showing that the at-fault driver had a duty to drive safely, breached that duty, directly caused the injury, and that the injury resulted in serious damages. These damages include both economic losses like medical bills and lost income, and non-economic damages like pain and emotional suffering. Pennsylvania follows a modified comparative negligence rule. If a victim is 51% or more responsible for the crash, they're barred from recovery. If they are 50% or less at fault, their compensation is reduced proportionally. Because insurance companies often use this rule to minimize payouts, securing an experienced lawyer is essential. Pennsylvania's statute of limitations also affects the case. Victims generally have 2 years from the date of the crash to file a lawsuit. Exceptions apply for minors and for cases where the injury wasn't immediately discoverable. Filing on time is critical, as missing the deadline typically forfeits the right to compensation. To recover the true cost of an amputation, legal claims must go far beyond immediate hospital bills. The average lifetime healthcare cost for an amputation can exceed $500,000, and that often doesn't include emergency care or surgeries. Prosthetics must be replaced every 3 to 5 years, costing thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars each time. Rehabilitation is another major cost. Physical therapy helps patients learn to function with a prosthesis, while occupational therapy assists in daily tasks. Vocational rehabilitation is essential for those unable to return to their previous job. Home and vehicle modifications may also be required, everything from ramps and roll-in showers to hand controls in cars. The economic impact includes more than just treatment. Victims face lost wages and reduced earning capacity, especially if their job involved physical labor. Economists and life care planners are often needed to calculate these losses accurately. A traumatic amputation affects much more than finances. Victims frequently suffer from PTSD, depression, and anxiety. Loss of enjoyment of life and body image distortion are common. The psychological toll can be just as devastating as the physical injury, making it vital that any legal claim account for these damages. Victims also often experience loss of consortium, where a spouse may seek compensation for emotional and relational losses due to the injury. These are legally recognized and compensable harms. When building a claim, strong evidence is key. That includes police reports, medical records, accident scene photos, and eyewitness statements. Professional testimony plays a major role. Medical professionals explain the severity of the injury, economists estimate future losses, and accident reconstruction professionals determine fault. Multiple parties may share liability. Beyond the other driver, an employer, auto parts manufacturer, or government entity could also be responsible, depending on the circumstances. Identifying every liable party helps maximize compensation. Most claims settle before reaching court, but the attorney's readiness to go to trial often influences the outcome. A law firm that prepares every case as if it will be presented to a jury demonstrates seriousness to insurers and increases the likelihood of a fair settlement. A traumatic amputation is not just a medical issue, it's a lifelong challenge. That's why you need attorneys in a law firm who understand how to pursue compensation that truly reflects every part of what you've lost and what you'll need moving forward. To explore your options and build a case that addresses your long-term needs, contact Luxenberg, Garbett, Kelly, and George P.C. at 724-658-8535. Their office is located at 315 North Mercer Street, New Castle, Pennsylvania, 16101, United States.